Hey everyone, Tay here. I am uh, starting this video to record um, my journey in trying to conceive. I tried to start this journey or this vlog back in May of 2019, but there were some not so much issues, but there were some adjustments that were made in my living arrangements. My fiance and I we relocated from one state to another, and it's just been busy, and so I decided to put everything on hold until we get resettled. So in any case, I'm back, and I'm excited to restart the journey. And I've been watching so many videos, and I just have to do it. I think that it's amazing that that we're able to discuss what we are so passionate about, and the fact that we can already love the unborn baby that's not even here yet. The fact that we have so much hope that this will happen for us, and I just want to be a part of that community. So anyway, I am actually a 4 DPO, and I've watched some videos on what the symptoms are at 4 DPO, and so I don't really know if what I'm feeling are actually pregnancy symptoms. I think as of right now, it's just, the the fertilized egg, or hopefully is traveling through the fallopian tube, and hopefully it implants by 9 DPO, and then I'm able to really start testing. But I think what I want to do though is start to test as of October 21st. On that day, I'm getting my progesterone taken, levels taken, or my blood taken to view my progesterone levels, to see if I've ovulated. A little bit about me. The doctor that I had in the last state that I lived in diagnosed me with PCOS. However, the doctor that I'm seeing now is trying to understand, why she diagnosed me with PCOS, since, she checked me recently and said, it looks like, things are okay. I don't really know what to say about that. I just want the correct diagnosis. But I felt like in my last. Hey everyone, this is Tiana. Today is October 21st, and I will be testing, and I am so sorry about that last video. I just seem to be very nervous, so that's fine. But in any case, I am getting ready to test. I am 8 DPO today. What I want to do first is kind of I just came from work. I'm getting ready to shower, and then I will be testing at 8 DPO today. The first couple of shots were I got my progesterone done today at the doctor's office, and so I'm really excited to see what my levels are. I honestly think that I ovulated. I think that I could be pregnant this cycle. I'm hoping for it. I'm praying for it. So yeah, I'm a little sick. I was actually sick over the weekend, congested, and I had a fever last night. I still took my temperature this morning. I just wanted to see what my temperature was. It was like 99.1. So, I don't know if that is a sign, a pregnancy symptom sign. But I'm excited to start the testing process. I was this close actually today to ask the doctor if she could take my blood to test for pregnancy, but I thought, no, I'm just gonna do it myself. I wanna be able to get the yes, or the faint, then the yes, or just the no. I just want to do it on my own. So in any case, I'll be right back. Okay guys, I am back. Sorry, my eyes are watery. Yeah, so my eye was really watery. Like I said, I'm sick, and so I'm just trying to get through the week without any medicine, because, you know, you're not supposed to take any anti-inflammatory medicine if you are not sure if you're pregnant, or if you're pregnant, you want to try to avoid non-anti-inflammatory drugs. I think that's what it is. But anyway, so I am gonna test, and regardless if I am negative, I'm a DPO, so this is really early for me to test. I am also using Pregmate ovulation and pregnancy kit. I got it off Amazon, and it's a cheap test. So I want to start using the cheap test first before I use First Response or Clear Blue digital test. I just want to see where, I just want to see, it doesn't hurt to see. And I'm not going to be disappointed either way. It is what it is. If it's negative, I know the results behind that, or the theory behind that is, too early to test. It's a cheap test. It's not a first response test. So I just gotta take that into consideration. Tomorrow, however, I'll be non-DPO. I was gonna test I was gonna use a first response test for tomorrow, but I think I'm gonna wait until I am 11 DPO. I think between 9 and 10, so between 8 and 10 DPO, I'll use the cheap test. So, all right, here goes. This is the cup that I peed in already. And this is not first morning pee, by the way. This is evening pee. And I didn't have a smaller cup to use. I'm sorry, I didn't really show that. But yeah, so I'm using that. And I'm using the HCG pregnancy Pregmate test to see, if I'm going to be pregnant or not. So I'm going to use this. And then, as you can see, it's not used or anything like that. I just opened it up. Hopefully I'll be able to, if I set it down. So not used. So now I'm just gonna dip it in and then start. So I'm gonna dip it in a little bit longer than 3 seconds, because it's a cheap test, and it just and I just think it should be 5 seconds. So here we go. I don't want to show you that, sorry. So it's going to be 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi. All right, so the line is going to cross now, and I just covered it up. So yeah, so I just covered it up, and I'm going to give it at least I guess 5 minutes to see what's what, and then we'll come back. But I just want to say a few things though. So the symptoms that I have been getting, and again, like I said in my first clip where I was just so nervous, is that I don't think what I have been having are pregnancy symptoms. I think that it could be symptoms leading up to the implementation, I can never say that word right, implementation of the embryo, cramping,
Not like cramping, like menstrual cramping, like maybe some light, faint, um, small little cramps that I'll get here and there. Um, I was eating some garlic noodles, linguine, one night for dinner, and it was so good in the very beginning, and then at the very end, I got really nauseous after eating it. My breasts aren't so tender, like they would become tender and then it would go away. I think the most that it's tender is at night. And then I'm sick. They say that, when you're kind of sick, when you're sick, that's a symptom of possible, that it's a possibility that, there's something amazing going on. And then I'm trying to think, I'm breaking out. Like, this has been at 4DPO. Actually, it was a huge bump on this side that's still there, and then there was one here, but it's gone. And I never had the best skin, but I can tell when it's like more pimples, like bigger ones that are forming on my face. That tells me that I'm getting ready to start my cycle. I have about maybe 6 days left before my cycle starts. And I really haven't been getting like menstrual. Usually I'm getting like some type of, like, I know when my period is coming, and I just don't feel that this time. Constipation. I've been taking or not taking, but I've been drinking this yogurt. Helps your immune system. It's not, it's like Activia, but I can't think of the name of it. But anyway, it's like Activia. It's like a little bottle of yogurt that you just drink. And I do that every morning to help the constipation. And I think that's pretty much it. And again, I don't want to overstep my boundaries. I know that, it's just a huge possibility, and that God is in control, and there's nothing that I can really do to, to make myself, it's on God's time, and I know that. So I just want to be clear about that. And just have patience and understanding. This has been going on since December of 2018. To be fair, my fiance and I have been moving around from state to state for his work, and he goes out of town for business meetings a whole bunch. So it's kind of hard to get that time in, with him, and I'm pretty much rushing him home to do the deed. This time it was a perfect time for us. He really followed through with, leaving, work to come and help us, conceive. So he's been doing he's been getting better with being available. I'll say that. And again, the doctors were saying that, I could be suffering from PCOS, and they did check to see if I was ovulating. However, I just don't think that the time that they were checking was the time that I ovulated. The timing was off. And so as soon as she saw that I wasn't ovulating, she immediately diagnosed me with PCOS. I've had some off cycles, like I said before, but I just think, because I was on birth control pills not pills, but I was on a NuvaRing for a while. And so I thought that may have contributed to my cycles being off. But anyway, I'm just hoping for you know, for whatever God says is. So I think it's been about 5 minutes now. Oh, one more thing. My fiance's birthday is coming up next week, October 29th. Today's 21st. So yeah, it'll be next week. And it would be a nice present for him if I can hold it in. If I find out that I'm pregnant before his birthday, there's a huge possibility that I'm going to let that out before his birthday. I said in my mind, if I'm pregnant, I'm gonna hold it in and wait until his birthday to tell him. So I don't know, but we'll see. Anyway, let's go ahead and check and see what's what. So there it is, guys, and let's go ahead and remove it. Okay. So I don't see anything on here. Oh, wait. Nope. So somehow that got cut off. Anyway, so I didn't see anything on there. And again, I just wanted to say that, you know, take into consideration that I am a DPO. This is not first morning urine, and also that it's not a first responders test. So, and I don't expect it to. I just don't expect it to be able to detect anything on this cheap test. So yeah, it's definitely negative today, which is completely fine. Tomorrow I will be taking another test in the morning. I'll be non-DPO. It'll be first morning urine. So I'll take it again, and I will definitely have it up. And again, like I said, another thing I wanted to kind of go over is that one of the other symptoms that I've had was discharge. Have had some discharge these past few days. It's been a little bit more than usual. So, again, it's not a huge deal. I wanted to test. I tested. I'm glad that I tested. Now I know that, a DPO with a cheap test, it's going to be a negative probably. So, all right, in any case, I look forward to hearing from you guys, seeing where you guys are. Did you test at a DPO? Did you get a positive or a faint line on the cheap test? Let me know. Sorry, excuse me. See, and that's another thing, like I've been having like indigestion and heartburn and hiccups for whatever reason. So anyway, I'm gonna test again tomorrow. I'll see you guys tomorrow. It is 7:23 at night. I will test again tomorrow at 6 in the morning. You guys have a great night. Good morning, guys. The time is now 6:44 in the morning, and I'm gonna be testing this morning with some fresh morning urine. Today I am non-DPO. I am going to still use the cheap test. I said in my last clip or video that I'll be testing with the cheap test from 8 to 11 DPO, just to see if I can get any faint line between 8 and 11. Yesterday's test was negative at 8 DPO, and it wasn't fresh morning urine. It was like evening, around 7, quarter to 8 type of pee. So I decided that I would, of course, you would want to test anyway in the morning time, especially when you're this early. You want to collect as much ACG, concentrated urine levels, whatever, that you can. In any case, let me get started. So as you can see, I'm using the HCG Pregnancy Preg Mate test from Amazon. It's a cheap test. It was probably like I don't know, maybe 18 bucks off Amazon. And then yesterday, this is the test that I took at 8DPO, and it was negative. Also, my temperature this morning was 97.6. Yesterday, as you can see, it was 99.1. But I had a fever Sunday, and so I wanted to take my temperature anyway, just to see on yesterday morning if my temperature went back to normal, and at 99.1, and I think that's just too high. So in any case, you know, it really, I'm not as sick as I was, thank God. And I didn't take any medicine at all because I was trying to avoid any medicine that would harm my chances of getting pregnant. Okay, so let's get started. So as you can see, this is an unused test, and I'm going to dip it in my fresh morning urine. All right, so here we go. So 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi. Okay, just gonna sit here and cover it. Oh, so she's going across, I'm gonna just cover it. Okay, so I'm gonna give that like 5 minutes or so to do its thing. I'm actually gonna go ahead and get dressed for work. Again, this is at 9DPO, fresh morning urine. I don't really think that, I mean, you know, it's not a first response. It's not going to detect small levels of HCG. So I don't really expect it to be positive, but it gives me gratification though to test. So that's why I'm testing. I've been doing this now for since December of 2018, you know, there has been some personal reasons, I think, of why I wasn't able to get pregnant, and then some biological reasons is maybe as well, I guess. I don't really know. I won't know that for sure until my partner and I consistently try. He has a lot of business out of town. We've been moving. This is our third state that we've moved to. And so it's just been a little bit difficult for us to really get settled and really spend that time together, to say that we've consistently tried. So in any case, let me go get dressed and then we'll check back. Hey everyone, so I am back. And took a little bit longer than 5 minutes, but you know, I think the longer the better. So I'm gonna go ahead and reveal. Just FYI about symptoms. Well, my period is supposed to start in 5 days, and sometimes I get a feeling that I'm gonna start maybe within 3 to 5 days. I guess not 3 to 5 days. I guess I can tell when I'm gonna start my period if it's this far off, 5 days, and then but usually I know when it's getting ready to start when it's 3 days before my period. So I haven't really been getting any signs that it's gonna start, but you know, it's 5 days before, and so I don't really know, but we'll see. You know, with this, like, I'm sorry, I'm out here. I live in a state where it's just cold and my skin is literally falling apart, and my sinuses is just off the charts, and it's kind of sort of similar to a cold. And I just, I don't really know. But anyway, let's get started. So I'm going to remove this and remember that this is 9 DPO. Also to myself, this is 9 DPO. So if it's negative, it could be that it's too early. And then also the test is not first response sort of test. It doesn't detect low levels of HCG, but I wanted to test anyway. So here goes. Okay, so I definitely do not see anything here. Put it down. Focus is better when it's down. Yeah, so as you and I can see, it is absolutely negative, which is not a shock to me. This is first morning urine, and it's still negative at 9 DPO. First morning urine, like yesterday, was negative at 8 DPO at evening morning urine. Yeah, so it's definitely negative, which I am definitely okay with. I don't, I didn't have any high expectations, and I'm just still kind of looking just to make sure I don't really see anything, and I don't see anything. So, so tomorrow I'll be testing again at 10 DPO in the morning, and then at 11 DPO I will test with a first response and a cheap test. So, and it's possible, again, I don't think I have pregnancy symptoms. I think I don't know. I try not to get too optimistic, but, but I want to be positive about these things. And again, I know that, I am not in control of when God is to bless me with a baby. So I want to make that clear that that this is on God's timing, and He's in control, and it would be a blessing if He were to bless me with a baby, with not just me, but my fiance and I with a baby would be an amazing blessing. Yeah, so okay, it's 7:09 and I gotta be to work at 8 o'clock, so I'm gonna let this go, and I will see you guys tomorrow morning. Have a blessed day. Good morning, guys. It is 6:45 in the morning. So I am today I am 10 DPO, and so I'm going to take another pregnancy test, and I'm taking the I'm using the cheap pregnancy test that I bought from Amazon yesterday. It was a negative. Hold on for a second. Sorry guys, I'm back. I had to go get my book. I'm a little off this morning. I've been tossing and turning all night because I've been having some muscle pain in my upper shoulder area in the back of my neck. I usually, when I'm stressed or get tense for whatever reason, I have these muscle aches in this area. I also have like some pain in my lower back. I do bar and Pilates, so and it's deep tissue. But I've been doing it for like, I don't know, 2 months now, so I'm not sure why I'm feeling all this pain now. Also, I've been sick. I was sick on Sunday, I had a fever on Sunday. You would see all of that in my other clips. In any case, so today I am 10 DPO. Yesterday I was 9 DPO. And both 8 DPO and 9 DPO were negative, of course. That's why I'm now here testing for to see if I can see anything at 10 DPO. I'm gonna show you the test from yesterday and the day before. So this is the test from yesterday and the day before, 8 and 9. And then this morning I took my temperature and it spiked up at 98.2. I take my temperature at the same time every morning. I literally have it next to my bed. On Sunday it was 99.1 because I had a fever. I'm sorry, on Monday I had a fever, and on Monday I took my temperature just to see what it would be, and it went back down to 97.6, and then it spiked up today at 98.2. So yeah, so that's what it looks like now. Today will be, I'm gonna edit this video after today and post. So I'm gonna post this video. So this is 8 to 10 DPO using a cheap test only. I'm gonna post it today, and I'm gonna do a next series of testing using a first response and a cheap test. And I'll do that from 11 DPO until probably 14 DPO. I'm supposed to start my cycle in 4 days. I don't really have any symptoms or signs that I'm gonna start my cycle. But that's happened before where I didn't have any symptoms and there it is. It's in my face, it's right there. So, I don't, either way, it could go either way. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and start the testing and then we can check. All right, so this is what I'm using. This is what I have been using from 8 to 9 and then now 10. So I'll be using this again. And then as you can see, the test is not used. Don't want to show you guys my yarn, so I'm just gonna dip it here. This is First Morning yarn. Did I say that? I don't know if I did. All right, let's go. So 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi. Okay. And as you can see, it's going across. And I'm gonna cover it. All right, so we'll wait until I'm gonna go ahead and get dressed and then we'll check it. Also, I just wanted to say too that if I don't get a positive, then I'll continue on with the series. I mean, of course, I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna video while I take a first response just to make sure. And if I don't get a positive, my next series at 11 DPO, 12 and 13, anyway, I'm just gonna keep testing until there's something happens, flow comes or a positive decides to show up. Okay, so let me go get dressed and then we'll check. Hey guys, welcome back. So it's like 7:09 and it just took me longer than usual to get ready this morning. I don't know if I probably said this in my last clips, I live in a state where it's cold, so trying to figure out what to put on to be warm outside and be comfortable in your office is kind of difficult. But anyway, so let's get started. All right, so here's the test. I have not uncovered it. This is 10 DPO pregnancy test, and this is a cheap test. So if it shows negative, it's not a first response test. It doesn't detect it doesn't detect low HCG levels, and I continuously have to tell myself that, and I want to be able to tell you guys that in case you guys are testing with this type of test this early on in your cycle, as far as like, you know, certain days past ovulation, it's always best to kind of test closer to your period, or if you missed your period. But so yeah, so anyway, let's do this. Okay, so I don't think I see anything. Get closer and more focused. I don't think I see anything. So no, I don't think I see anything. I just want to make sure. I don't think I do though, which is fine. Which is completely okay. So, okay, so this is the last series of this, you know, for this cycle. I'm sorry, my neck is still, like my back of my shoulders and neck is like on fire. Anyway, so I'm going to edit this video, gonna post it, and then I start the next series of testing in another video. I'm gonna post this today. Probably won't get it till, I don't know, later, because it's a long clips. So I'll try and trim it down as much as I can so that I can post a little bit sooner. But anyway, we all know that, you know, God is in control, and you know, He will give us the right timing. There's always a right timing, you know, to make these things happen for us. It's a blessing. I do not take it lightly. So when God blesses me with this baby, I give all thanks and praises to Him. And I think that this is pretty cool to vlog, you know, your journey. I think for me it's kind of therapeutic, and it just gives me more motivation to not give up and believe and have faith that, you know, this is going to happen for me, for you, for everyone that is trying. So you guys have a blessed day. I will talk to you in another video at 11 DPO using first response and still the cheap test. You guys have a great day. I'm sorry guys, real quick, I apologize. I thought this was going to be over, but it's not. I wanted to give you an update about my progesterone, because I said that I would. So I got my progesterone levels back yesterday, and it seems that I did ovulate. My levels were at 10.2, and this was not, I thought that was low, but I'm unmedicated, because remember, like I told you in the last state that I was in, the doctor told me that I needed to be on letrozole because I had PCOS, and that I wasn't ovulating. But this time around, this doctor, she tested me first to see my progesterone levels and said, yeah, you ovulated, unmedicated, and it was a 10.2. The range, they wanted to be 10 or higher. I think if you're using a progesterone kit at home or something, a test at home, it has to be 5 or higher, I believe, is what it is. But my blood was taken, I ovulated, my body is working, so I thank God for that. You know, so I don't know. I'm gonna say for those that if your doctor diagnosed with PCOS, maybe get a second opinion. I mean, I'm not a medical doctor, but I would say, that you would want to make sure that that's what you have, because being on all this medication, I mean, I don't know if it was due to medication that I gained so much weight, but I gained 20 pounds. I was moody, emotional, and the medicine just had me not, I wasn't the best me. So and I just feel so much more optimistic that my body is working. And not only that, I mean, I'm what they call maternal age. I'm over 35, so I don't know, they told me that because of my age, as well, that it's probably, my body went through some changes, and that's probably, I developed PCOS. I don't really know, but in any case, I'm ovulating on my own over the age of 35, and that's what it is. Okay, I'm done now. I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a great and blessed day.